Hey Ramona Bulldogs, we're the officers from ASB and we have a few announcements for you guys.
Within the next couple of months, we have some super fun activities for you and we're super excited to share them.
And they're all at school, so make sure you're participating at school.
And on that note, we're going to be returning to school on October 20th.
And remember, it's a great day to be a Bulldog.
All right, I want to start by just giving a brief introduction of myself. My name's Garrett Newell. I'm actually a graduate of Ramona High School way back in the fine year of 1999. After graduating from Ramona, I went off to college at UC Santa Barbara, which was a beautiful, beautiful place to go to school. I recommend it for anyone. After UCSB, I went up and got my teaching credential in Northern California, and that's where I started my teaching career. I taught there for 3 years. And then I went off overseas, and for the last 12 years, I've been living and working in Shanghai, China. So just this summer, I'm kind of making my move back to the US, and I found myself right back home here in Ramona, where I'm happy to be.
Hi, everyone. I am so grateful to be here with you all, with the Bulldog family. My name is Ms. Patel, and I'm teaching Living Earth and AP Biology. A little bit about myself. I went to UC San Diego, and I graduated in 2013. I got my credential from Cal State Dominguez Hills, my master's at Western Governors University. I taught in LA for about 4 years, and now I'm happy to be here back in San Diego with all of you for starting this year.
Hi, my name is Tyson Canarum. I'm super excited to be here at Ramona High School. I graduated from Ramona High School in 2004. I became a teacher at Olive Pierce Middle School, and then I finally got to move across the parking lot and join everybody over here at RHS officially as a teacher. I have been here as a head wrestling coach for the last 4 seasons. Sorry.
Good morning. My name is Carissa Kippertich, Mrs. K for the students. I graduated from San Diego State with an applied math degree, did my credential and cleared it, and then just completed my master's at the University of Texas. I'm so excited to be here at Ramona High and be the newest Bulldog, one of the newest Bulldogs. And shout out to all the teachers that I've met and will meet. Everyone's been so kind and accommodating and helpful.
Hi, I am Miss Stephanie Jones. I teach English 2 honors at Ramona High School and also English 3. I recently graduated from Cal State San Marcos. I received my bachelor's in literature and creative writing, and before then I transferred from Miracosta. So I know the whole experience of transferring from a community college to a 4-year. I'm excited to be at Ramona High School. This is my first time teaching, so it's my first assignment, and I'm in love with the student culture. I did some research before coming over, and I really am excited to be here and be a part of the team.
What are some activities you engage in when you have free time?
Thank you for asking. I love hiking. My husband and I also love camping. So if you see me on a trail, definitely say hi.
When I have free time, I am probably going to watch something on Netflix by myself because I have little children, and so free time is essentially non-existent.
So aside from school and work life, I am heavily involved in the art world. So I participate in a lot of pop-up art shows in downtown San Diego. I also have participated in some at Chicano Park. So I'm usually doing something with the art world, and if not, I'm hiking or at the beach.
When I have free time, which the past couple weeks has been not much, I enjoy to get outdoors as much as possible. My wife and I love to go hiking and camping. We love to get on the paddle boards, little SUP down in Mission Bay. So yeah, pretty much anything outdoors.
What is your favorite holiday and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. I've always loved Halloween because my siblings and I would go trick-or-treating, and we would always dress up and go around in the neighborhood, and the neighborhood that we grew up always had these haunted houses that they would make, and these scary mazes and things like that, and things that would just jump out at you. And I love watching horror movies, and I love candy, so it's like the best part of everything about Halloween, so I love it.
I'm going to go with Thanksgiving because I like to eat. Simple.
My favorite holiday would be Halloween. I love all things spooky. I love dressing up. I think the part of that is my art background, so it's always fun to dress up and do all that for Halloween.
Favorite holiday? Let's go 4th of July. I like barbecuing, so I'm going to make something pretty good for barbecue. I'm going to go 4th of July is going to be my favorite one.
Name a favorite restaurant that you like to visit and eat at.
Like the best one in Ramona? You want to do that? Best one in Ramona. Let's go with La Casina. I'm going to say La Casina. I'll go there above anything else.
Ooh. Well, I could list a bunch back in Shanghai. The food in China is incredible. And I had a lot of favorite restaurants there in my neighborhood. But I'll stick to the local favorite, El Michoacan here in Ramona. That's been my family's go-to since before I can remember. We know the family that owns it, and so we always get a nice welcome when we walk in there.
Ooh, this is hard. I have a lot of favorite restaurants because I love food in general. But I do love this place called Tasty Pot. It's in Mira Mesa, and it's hot pot, so like a soup that has a bunch of like meat and vegetables and noodles and rice and everything. And they also give you boba milk tea, which is my favorite thing as well. So that's probably my favorite restaurant.
So I live in Fallbrook, not local to Ramona, and we have this family-owned restaurant down there called Estrellas, and it is so good. It's Mexican food. I get the enchiladas every time, and I'm close friends with the family owners, so it's always nice to be in that environment.
If you were going to buy a candy bar, which one would you buy?
That's a big if. I probably wouldn't buy a candy bar. I've knocked most of that out of my diet, but have you ever heard of a Skor bar? Skor. I don't know if those are even on the shelves anymore, but it's like a dark chocolate coated toffee. That used to be my favorite candy bar when I ate candy bars.
Another Halloween question. Okay. I love candy all around. If it was my favorite candy bar, probably not a candy bar, but Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Those are my favorite. So
I don't eat chocolate. So candy bar, I don't know, I guess maybe Twix, but I'm going to have Sour Patch Kids. All right. So if you could put Sour Patch Kids in a candy bar, I might eat that.
I'm not a huge fan of candy. I know it's weird, but if I were, I'd probably buy something like dark chocolate or maybe something fruity. But yeah, I'm not a huge candy fan.
What's your favorite song right now to listen to?
My favorite song is, I'm not the best singer, but I heard it on the way to work today. It's by James Blunt, and it's called Make Me Better, and I fell in love with it.
Oh, I don't really have favorite songs per se. I just love genres in general. So right now I'm going through like my Disney music. Right now I love playing as I drive to work. I also love K-pop, so BTS, Blackpink. Like I love listening to them in the morning. So I don't have a specific favorite song, but anything from those just really like makes my day really great.
Favorite song? I mostly listen to like full albums. I'm kind of old like that, so I don't know if there's ever a favorite song. It's a Friday afternoon though, so I'm feeling pretty good. Go with a Bob Marley song. I guess Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. That's what I'll go with right now.
Okay. So I'm a terrible singer, but my favorite song is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. So anytime that comes on, I get like in my mode, you know. I'm blinded by the lights. Da, da. I don't know all the words, but it's my favorite.
Other than California, what other states do you like to visit?
I love traveling. I think one of my favorite states to visit is Texas, but mostly because we love just to stop and eat lots of random stuff. We've tried rattlesnake and a variety of different seafoods, surprisingly, in Texas, but some other wild things that we wouldn't have had access to here in California.
Oh, that's a good one. I loved Oregon and Seattle when I did visit. I think their food is just amazing over there, and there's so many different places to go hiking and camping. It's just really gorgeous. I mean, yeah. And then, but my favorite states are Georgia and Florida. That's where a lot of my family is, and it's just great to see my grandparents, my aunts and uncles over there. So it's kind of split between two different parts of the coast?
That's a pretty good question. Other states to visit, maybe Arizona because I have family there. Other than that, there's no better state than California. That's kind of how I feel.
Who was your favorite teacher in high school and why?
Okay, honest answer. My favorite teacher in high school, and I did graduate from Ramona High School. My favorite teacher was Mrs. Weaver. She was my econ teacher. I loved the fact that she brought in like these broken boards, and she was super intense and hardcore all the time with us as students. But she was also really honest and fair with us as well, I thought. And so, yeah, Mrs. Weaver is still my favorite teacher. And if you go into my classroom, I have a dictionary from her room when she retired. It's got Weaver written on the side, and I always keep it by my desk.
Ooh, I'm glad you asked that question. My favorite teacher in high school, his name was Len Kolbaki. He was my calculus teacher for 2 years, not because I didn't pass, but because we had AB and BC for AP Calculus. Mr. Kolbaki is a big reason why I wanted to be a math teacher. He really connected well with his students. He was hilarious in his own little way, and he was just super supportive. And yeah, again, that's another reason why I wanted to be a math teacher, was Mr. Kolbaki.
My favorite teacher would probably be Miss Connie Felios. So I was born and raised in Fallbrook High School, and she was my English teacher. And it's kind of the class where I found my confidence in my voice. And she just was one of those teachers that treated all her kids like her babies, and she really helped me come out of my shell in high school. So I've always been grateful for that.
Ooh, this is a hard one. I had a lot of really favorite teachers. The one that I really love the most is Mrs. Hildreth. She was my geometry teacher, and before high school, I used to hate math so much. I would cry, I wouldn't get it. My dad would try to help me, and I would just get even more frustrated. Because, he studied math, and it was such a high level of math, and he was trying to teach me middle school, high school, like basic algebra, and I would just cry. And so we would both get frustrated. But Mrs. Hildreth, she really sat down and taught me how to understand geometry and shapes and all these different formulas. And then I took her class again twice for AP Calculus AB and AP Calculus BC, and I ended up TAing for her as well, and that's what kind of got me into teaching. So I think having a teacher that really taught me how to love math when I used to hate it, and she also taught my siblings too, and she remembered me when I went to back to school night for them. So just her being able to remember me and teaching me all the things, like, she definitely made a big impact on my life.
Okay, this one's a little embarrassing and cliche. My dad was a high school math teacher at Montgomery High, South Bay, when I was in school. He was my favorite math teacher, but the reason was not because he was my dad. The reason was because I felt like he connected with the students through math history. He made eye contact with us. He was very personable, and he always had a great joke.